Hello Rexstars and welcome to my channel. Rexscallions, Raxamillions, Raxians, Revenge, Raxians, Army. Let you decide what to call it. I'm going to just call it Rexstars for now. But if you think of something more creative, leave a comment. And what I'll do is leave a comment. I'll throw it into like the Equestrian Amino, see all the suggestions and see what people pick. And the vote will pick. By the way, if you're an Equestrian Amino, say hi. I'm on there. And just tell me that you saw me from here. Although if you saw this video in Equestrian Amino, send me a message there saying, hey, yeah, I saw you mention that I'm so-and-so. Maybe I'll give you a shout out. If you want, I'll give your ID a shout out. Because I know there's a lot of artists on there that want recognition and publicity. Okay, I'm trying to grow. I'll let you grow too. So, hey, might as well. Anyways, without further ado, this is Season 1, Episode 12, Call of the Cutie. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, classic pep. Sleeping. I probably would be that one that's sleeping.
Let's quiet down, please. We have a very important lesson to get to. Thank you. Today we are going to be talking about cutie marks.
I like that kind of fake math and
boring. You can all see my cutie mark, can't you?
No.
Like all ponies, I wasn't born with a cutie mark. My flank was blank.
Aww, she's so precious.
Then one day, when I was about your age, I woke up to find that a cutie mark had appeared.
Look at her hair.
Yes, I know, but honestly, that's how every pony was wearing their mane back then. I had decided to become a teacher, and the flowers symbolized my hope that I could help my future students bloom if I nurtured them with knowledge. The smiles represented the cheer I hoped to bring to my little ponies while they were learning. Now, can anyone tell me when a pony gets his or her cutie mark?
Oh! When she discovered that certain something that makes her special.
That's right, Twist. A cutie mark appears on a pony's flank when he or she finds that certain something that makes them different from every other pony. Discovering what makes you unique isn't something that happens overnight, and no amount of hoping, wishing, or begging will make a cutie mark appear before it's time.
What?
Okay, like the teacher didn't hear that.
Apple Bloom, are you passing a note? What could be so important that it couldn't wait until after class? It's blank.
Remind you of any pony.
My little pony, my little pony.
No.
Want something sweet? I've got some peppermint sticks. I made them myself. They'll make you smile. No. I don't know why we had to sit through a lecture about getting a cutie mark. I mean, waiting for your cutie mark is so last week. You've got yours. I just got mine. We all have them already. I mean, almost all of us have them already. Don't worry, you two. You're still totally invited to my cute quinceañera this weekend.
Why would it go?
It's going to be amazing. It's a party celebrating me and my fantastic cutie mark. How could it not be? Sugar Love Rub!
Give me a break.
See you this weekend. Blanks.
Why would they want to go? That's what I don't always get.
It's just not fair.
Why get invited to a party if they're going to make fun of you?
You'll get your cutie mark. Every pony gets one eventually.
But I don't want one eventually. I want one right now. I can't go to Diamond Tiara's quinceañera without one. I just can't.
Of course you can. You know, I was the last pony in my class to get a cutie mark, and I couldn't be prouder of it.
I knew my future was to run Sweet Apple Acres, and these bright shiny apples sealed the deal.
Seal
Come
the
to think
deal.
of it, Granny Smith was the last one in her class, too. Huh. Same with Big Macintosh.
I really don't see how that's supposed to make me feel better. It probably means that being the last one in your class to get a cutie mark runs in the family.
What's wrong with that?
Family? Runs in the family! Runs in the family! You've got apples for your cutie mark. Granny Smith has an apple pie. Big Macintosh has an apple half. My unique talent must have something to do with apples. Apples, apples, apples! Apples.
Get your delicious, nutritious apples here.
Delicious and nutritious, and so many uses. You can eat them, play with them.
Hey, watch it!
Create fine art for your home with them. You'd have to be crazy not to get a bushel of your very own.
She's so creative.
You, sir, care to buy some apples?
No thanks.
Why not?
I have plenty at home.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
You're pretty sure, but you're not absolutely positively completely
Hourglass.
super duper sure, are you?
If I buy some apples, will you please leave me alone?
All right.
You forgot your change.
Woohoo! Let's say you sell some apples and get a cutie mark. So, what does my cutie mark look like? A shopping bag full of apples? A satisfied customer eating an apple? Maybe I gotta increase my sales figures first. You touch it, you buy it. We take cash or credit.
I'm sorry,
Credit?
ma'am. Ma'am! Oh. Now, Apple Bloom, you can't just...
That'll be 4 bits.
I didn't put those in my bag.
Likely story. 4 bits, lady.
Apple Bloom, I am really, really sorry about that. She's new. Here, take these. No charge. And these.
Really?
And these. Y'all come back now. You hear?
What?
Sorry, little sis, but your apple selling days are over.
What? But how else am I gonna get my cutie mark?
Home. Now. Listen, Sugar Cube. I know it's hard to wait for your very own cutie mark, but you just can't force it. Besides, you're not that grown up just yet. Ain't there other fillies in your class without one?
Well, Twist doesn't have hers yet.
Do you think you'd feel better if you went to the party with her?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Bet you and Twist would have a great time together. Now run along and find your friend.
You're sure you don't want me to stick around until the end of the market?
Hey, who's been using my racket?
Oops.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, what's up, Apple Bloom? So I was thinking, maybe we could go to Diamond Tiara's quinceañera together. I don't have a cutie mark. You don't have a cutie mark. Well,
Isn't my cutie mark swell? I've always loved making my own savory sweets, but it took me some time to discover that it was my super special talent. Pretty sweet, huh?
yeah, pretty sweet.
Hey, this doesn't mean we can't go to the quinceañera together. You're still gonna
Quinceañera.
come to the party, aren't you?
Of course she will.
Why?
It's not like being the only pony there without a cutie mark will be like the most embarrassing thing ever.
Aw. So why go? That doesn't make any sense.
Whoa. Looks like some pony's got a dark cloud hanging over her head.
Literally.
Let me do something about that.
That's cool.
What's the matter, kid?
There's a quinceañera this afternoon, and every pony in my class will be there, and they'll all have their cutie marks. And I want to get my cutie mark, but I'm no good at selling apples, but I really want to go to the party. But how could I go to the party if I don't have my cutie mark, which my big sister says I'm going to get eventually, but I want it now!
Cutie mark? I can get you a cutie mark
Repeat
like
that 5
that.
times.
Applejack says these things take time. I have to just wait for it to happen.
Why wait for something to happen when you can make it happen? But Applejack says hey, who are you gonna listen to? Applejack or the pony who was first in her class to get a cutie mark? I always liked flying and all, but I was going nowhere in a hurry. It wasn't until my very first race that I discovered a serious need for speed. And kazam! This sweet baby appeared as fast as lightning. That's right. Stretch out those legs. Gotta be nice and loose. The key here is to try as many things as possible as quickly as possible. One of them is bound
like
to
the
lead to
outfit.
your cutie mark. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I said, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Juggle, go! Hang glide, go! Karate, go! Kite flying, go! Ultra
Wow.
Pony Roller Derby, go! Tried that one, tried that one, tried that one.
Your new outfit is like perfect for the party. I know. It totally shows off my new cutie mark. I love being special. Can you imagine how embarrassing it must be to be not special? I don't even want to, like, think about it.
Tried that one, tried that one.
I'm doomed. Doomed. I'll never find something I'm good at.
You look like you'd be good at eating cupcakes.
Eating cupcakes?
Eating cupcakes? Eating cupcakes!
I really appreciate all your help, Rainbow Dash. You're a really great coach, and I've really learned a lot from you, and I'm sure I could learn a lot more, but I've got some cupcakes to eat.
See you at the quinceanera!
Hold on, Pinkie Pie. I'm coming.
Now, to be fair,
believe
Rainbow Dash
I didn't
actually
think
did
of this.
help a lot.
Cupcake King
Process
cutie mark.
elimination.
It's so obvious. Now, where are those cupcakes?
And I think technically she kept on doing it like that.
I don't have any cupcakes.
Oh,
But you look like you'd be good at helping me make some.
I guess
Making and eating are two
making
different
cupcakes
things.
cutie mark could work too.
All you have to do is take a cup of flour, add it to the mix. Now just take a little something sweet, not sour, a bit of salt, just a pinch. Baking these treats is such a cinch. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add a little
These are all
more and you count
cupcakes
to
now.
4 and you never get your fill of. Cupcakes, so sweet and tasty. Cupcakes, don't be too hasty. Cupcakes, 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 cupcakes.
Pause right there. I got something. I'll show it to you. Okay, I said I would show you something. Here you go. I'm sure the camera will catch it. Let it focus. Yeah, there you go. It's a gluten-free, sugar-free chocolate chip muffin. It may sound like it's not tasty, but got the recipe down. It's good. It's very soft. So, when we're talking about cupcakes, I get a muffin. Let's continue.
Hot, hot, hot! Ooh, those look much better than the last batch.
Guess guess I'm not cut out to be a baker either. I just have to face it. I'm gonna have a blank flank forever.
What about that?
What about what? Is there something on my flank? Is there? A cutie mark! It's a measuring cup? No. A mixing bowl? No. Are those cupcakes? A tower of cupcakes, maybe.
Flower! It's Flower! Yay! I guessed it! What game do you want to play next? Please say bingo. Please say bingo.
Whoa! What's been going on in here?
We've been making cupcakes. Want to try one?
No, thank you. Not that they don't look delicious.
Twilight, you'll have to help me.
What's the matter?
Tira's Cutie today, and every pony in my class will be there, and they're all with the cutie marks, and I want to get my cutie mark, but I'm no good at selling apples or hang gliding or making cupcakes. But I want to go to the party, but how can I go to the party if I don't have my cutie mark? Which Pinkie Pot says I can't just make appear, but I need it to appear right now!
I don't follow. How can I help you?
You can use your magic to make my cutie mark appear.
Oh, no, Apple Bloom. A cutie mark is something that a pony has to discover for herself.
Please, Twilight, just try.
I'm sorry, but...
Oh, please, 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 please.
All right, all right.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes! I knew you could do it.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but I told you.
Try again, try again.
Kite. Cupcakes. Bear. Bicycle. Football.
Told you that not even magic can make a cutie mark appear before it's time.
It's hopeless. Hopeless. I just won't go to the party. I can't go. Everyone
That's
will
what I'm
just
saying.
laugh at me
Just
and make
don't
fun
go.
of me and call me names. It will be the worst night of my life.
I'm sure it won't be as bad as all that.
Forget it. There's no way I'm going to that party.
That happened. Oops.
How could I have forgotten the time? How could I have forgotten Pinkie Pie was hosting the party? How could I have forgotten it was at Sugar Cube Corner?
Don't forget your party hat. Forgetty forgetterson.
I guess that's the way that
I have to get out of here before any pony sees me.
she couldn't just not go because she was already there. But she could have left early.
It's my quinceañera. I'm supposed to get the first bite of cake.
Okay, Apple Bloom. Almost there.
Hey, she didn't serve it in a cup. She just drank out of it. Slobby.
Apple Bloom, you made it! After I heard about
Wow,
Twist,
that
I was afraid he
close.
wouldn't show up. Sure am glad you came to your senses about this whole cutie mark thing. These things happen when these things are supposed to happen. Trying to rush it'll just drive you crazy. I'll let you be. Looks like your friends want to talk to you.
Yeah, friends.
Well, well, well. Look who's here. A nice
Wow,
outfit.
wow, wow.
Just something I pulled together last minute.
It really shows off your cutie mark. Oh, wait. That's right. You don't have one.
I have a cutie mark.
What? Since when?
Since, earlier today.
Oh, really?
Why lie about
Let's
such
see
things?
it.
I shouldn't. I couldn't. My cutie mark is so unbelievably amazing. I'm afraid that if I show it off, everyone will start paying attention to me instead of you. Outshine at your own quinceañera? Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be?
Forget it. I didn't really want to see it anyway.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go mingle. Enjoy your party!
amazing cutie mark. Nice try. Blank flank. Blank flank. You got a problem with blank flanks? I said, you got a problem with blank flanks. The problem is, it means she's like totally not special.
No, it means she's full of potential.
It means she could be great at anything. The possibilities
Yeah.
are like endless.
She could be a great scientist.
She almost kind of sounded
or
like she
an
was making
amazing
fun
artist,
of it that way.
or a
but
famous
I know
writer.
it's not.
She could even be mayor of Ponyville someday.
And she's not stuck being stuck up like you two. Hey, this is my party. Why are you two on her side?
Because you don't have your cutie marks either? I thought I was the only one.
We thought we were the only two. I, for one, think you are 3 very lucky fillies.
Now you stop
Lucky?
it.
How can they be lucky?
They
What's that
still get
expression
to
like?
experience the thrill of discovering who they are and what they're meant to be.
And they've got all the time in the world to figure it out. Not just an afternoon.
Wow, Apple Do you really think you can be I could be a scientist. Maybe I got my cutie mark too soon.
Hey, what's every pony doing? This is my party. Every pony's supposed to be paying attention to me.
Whatever, we still think you're losers. Right, Diamond Tiara? Bump, bump, sugar.
Not now, Silver Spoon. Name's Scootaloo.
And I'm Sweetie Belle, Apple Bloom. This dog is so super.
So I was thinking, now that we're friends, I mean, we are friends, right? How could we not be? We're totally alike. We don't have cutie marks. Diamond Tiara
Damn
and Silver
music.
Spoon drive us crazy.
Totally crazy.
Well, now that we're friends, what if the 3 of us work together to find out who we are and what we're supposed to be?
Ooh, we could form our own secret society.
I'm liking this idea. A secret society. Yeah. We'll need a name for it, though.
That's how Illuminati
Cutie
was
Mark
formed.
3?
Cutie Mark
The
3.
Cutastically Fantastics?
How about the Cutie Mark Crusaders? It's perfect.
This is gonna be so
We're gonna be
great.
unstoppable. What do you say we celebrate with some of these delicious cupcakes?
Not the cupcakes.
Trust me.
Let's see if there are any cookies.
Yeah, come on.
Cookies.
Dearest Princess Celestia, I am happy to report that one of your youngest subjects has learned a valuable lesson about friendship. Sometimes the thing you think will cause you to lose friends and feel left out
can actually be the thing that helps you make your closest friends and realize how special you are.
Well, this episode is classic trying to find who you are. But, well, it's a combination thing. It's like not knowing what, kind of like what I said in the last episode of not knowing where to fit in and trying to find your place in this world. Although I kept on asking, like, if you're going to go to a party where they're just going to make fun of you, why go? Now, in this circumstance, because she was too late to leave, that she, before she knew it, she was in the middle of it all. But they're kind of like, yeah, you'll come to this, but why would you want to? Because, because, well, I know this is not exactly like real life. In real life, if someone was throwing a party, it was like a bunch of the cool kids, and they invited you, but you knew that it was going to be always a hassle. Why would you even bother going? I mean, think about it. If you get invited to a party, you're not going to have fun. They're not really going to care if you're there or not, right? I'd say throw your own party, go to movies or something like that. But yeah, there's like, oh yeah, you're not special, But the thing is, they're actually more special than they are because their path's already set. They're not, so they're kind of backwards on that. The Cutie Mark Crusaders are now formed. Great thing about that. Also, it does go to show that even, and this is relevant to this day in society, of trying to find friends. Even now more than ever. Well, let me preface this. Like 20, 30 years ago, you found friends by talking to people and socializing because you had to. You didn't have any resources to go online. Internet was, still relatively new or in the beginning concept, depending on what year you're talking about. Actually, I should say 40 years ago now. Yeah. But communication was pretty much phone calls and meeting people. Because you had to. That was the only way you could meet people. Now with social media, internet, smartphones, chats, etc., there's a lot of different ways of meeting people, but it also separates you a lot from people as well. Because as much as you can use chats and bots and chat rooms and communication vehicles on a smartphone or a laptop, you're missing out on a lot of the social interactions that you get when you actually meet people. I see countless websites where all these guys are trying to find girlfriends and they're using apps. Well, have you actually thought about going up to a girl and saying hi? Back in the day when you had to. Now the invention of ghosting and catfishing and all that other garbage. And I will say that ghosting and catfishing is garbage. It's a waste of time. But it grew and evolved from internet, from social media, from being able to be whoever you can be online and pretending to be something that you're not, just because you get a cheap thrill. I mean, I've heard of stories where it happened years, where a guy would pretend to be a girl, trying to get another guy to fall in love with them through chats or social media, and slowly cultivate and develop it to turn out that's fake. Why? They get a kick out of it, sure. But do they really? I mean, they may I really trolled this guy. But then you step away from it, and what did they accomplish with their lives doing that? Spending years talking to this guy. They could spend that time doing something productive, doing something fun for themselves, doing something. Now, they may consider it fun, but really, even just, they wasted all that time. It's wasted energy. And maybe they felt like because they were cheated on that they're going to screw around with some other guy. Who knows what the deal is. But that wouldn't have existed before the pre-internet days when you actually meet people today. Now, ghosting's still an issue where you go on a date, you call them and they don't contact you back. It's like, oh yeah, it was fun for one night, but I don't want anything serious, kind of thing. That has always existed throughout all time. But at least catfishing was an issue. Now with virtual reality, it could be other things, full immersion kind of thing. But the fact of the matter is, I see a growing trend of more and more lonely people because they just don't go out there and meet each other. Everyone has this ideal of attractiveness of what should be the thing. Problem is, media pushes that. And it's not just like news. It's like the magazines. It's the advertisements. It's even like adult sites and everything. It's like, this is the ideal type for XYZ. And I've noticed this, a slight change even in the past 5 years. It's slowly shifting towards something else. And like, where's this coming from? And because I know I have my own interest in what I like. But I see a growing trend of like people wanting a certain thing. Like, where's this coming from? And it's being pushed somewhere in the media. I don't know exactly where. Probably it's music is also another avenue. I think that's where it's coming from. It's interesting social experiment to see how these trends are developing what people are interested in, even though they may not necessarily be interested in. It's like that old adage that you've seen in a lot of movies, that people need to be taught, people need to be controlled. Now, I'm not getting into the left or right or anything about that. all I'm saying is that it's interesting seeing the social trend of how people view attractiveness by what they're being told should be attractive. In this case, is fitting in a social environment in school. And this episode also, and I can see why a lot of people don't like this episode. I have seen a lot of reviews of various YouTubers saying that they don't particularly like this episode, and I can see why, because it deals with an uncomfortable topic, and a lot of YouTubers that like MLP probably fit into that category, and that's being made fun of and bullying. A lot of YouTubers, I won't say in general, because this I've seen various different types of YouTubers all across the world, but I think a lot of people that like MLP have probably experienced that in some way in their life. The reason why I say this is because My Little Pony is very soft and innocent, and I'm not talking about all the other stuff that's out there. I'm talking about the canon shows. It's hopeful, it's positive, it's, you know, friends, it's a lot of good things that a lot of people have missing in their lives, and they bridge it into themselves. They say, "Wow, man, I've had a really messed up life, but I can get it." Like, a lot of people relate to Fluttershy because of her shyness. A lot of people can relate to Rainbow Dash because of her competitive spirit, but she's also very loyal and friendly. You get my meaning. That there's a lot that people can relate to, but deeper down inside, there's a social disconnect that a lot of people find enjoyable in the community as well as with each other, because there's a lot of like-minded people. It's a lot of nerd geek culture, but not to the point where they're arrogant, because this show doesn't breed people that are arrogant. It shows people that are humble, sweet, caring, loving. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think that's why this show is actually opened up to a bigger audience, not just little girls, because there's a lot more depth to this show than just the cartoon ponies that are running around. There's a lot of hidden meaning and a lot of deep story beyond the mythology. The mythology part is cool, but there's this a social dynamic that has grown leaps and bounds beyond just the norm. But this particular episode, I could see it hitting a lot of people the wrong way. Bullying, school, being as isolated and being like, man, I don't really fit in. But at the same time, it also hits up on a positive note, like, well, there are others that are just like you in the same situation, so you're really not alone. And you actually form deeper relationships with those than those that aren't. I won't go too much ahead for like spoilers and all that in case you haven't seen the episodes. But think about your life, especially those that are older, that are into the community, and think about your past. Who do you remember the most? Your friends. Think about why they are your friends, and more specifically how you met and what you did and how you relate. And you'll start to see a similar pattern that a lot of people that you met were like-minded, and you decide, well, I like being with these people because they know the same thing I know and they feel the same way. And we also have the same things in common, more or less. And I think you'll start finding a pattern. I mean, just look at the Brony community. Case in point. You could throw out an obscure sci-fi vernacular and big portion of people are going to get it. It has nothing to do with My Little Pony, but it's the type of environment that it cultivates. Anime conventions, sci-fi conventions, fantasy conventions, My Little Pony conventions, more or less you can probably intermingle a lot in between and not really have to shift too many gears. Now, if you went to a business convention, different story. If you went to a baseball game, big difference. But that tells you something. By the way, if you're watching this and you feel like you've been bullied and you're feeling awkward, you feel alone, you feel like that you're not like everyone else and bugs, and you feel like, man, my life sucks. don't see why I would want to keep continuing, because there's no one that's going to like me. Even if you're out of college, even if you're older, open your eyes a little bit bigger. Look a little bit closer. Listen a little more deeper. Think a little bit more clearer. The reason why I say that is because if you really focus, you'll realize that you're not the minority, that you are the majority. If you look at all the people out there, you really are the majority. And what I mean by that is you have a lot more people that are like you and that can commiserate with you and be your friends and be your social circle than those that you deem to be cool, popular, socialites, etc. Don't think about that. The reason why you hear about these, so the people that are really sticking out there is because they put their noses and they're always out there, but their numbers are not as big as the others. You just don't hear about it. Well, stands to reason. When someone's obnoxious, you start hearing about it. So just taking commiseration, there's a lot more people out there that are really like-minded, more like you than you think. It's just that a lot of people are in various levels of their either denial, frustration, sadness, annoyance with not being able to get certain things, that a lot of times when you bump into people that are the same, they're not at the same state as you are. They may be just had a bad breakup, or maybe someone just catfished them, or maybe they just lost a job. So they may just seem to act like they're a different way, but you're probably catching them at an off time. And that happens. And unfortunately, there's no real clear answer to that unless you just keep trying to talk to people. But that's at least my 2 cents. Anyways, thank you for joining. Hopefully you like this commentary, and I know I rambled on a little bit about this, but that's review and analysis and introspection. Since I have seen these episodes before, I always put in my thoughts at the time. And hopefully you liked it. And if you're new, please subscribe and comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you think may need improvement. Tell me what you think is cool, not cool. If you like the episode, if you hate the episode, or you just want to say hi. Anyways, catch you guys later. You guys are awesome. Peace.